Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Crimson Fire. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be kind of looking at streamlining the beginning progression of the game. So it took me about 100 days to do it, but there are people that can do it in about a month, 30 days. When you're summoning scrolls, you're getting a bunch of different units and this and that. So we're going to be taking more of a look at that because, I don't think there are very many people that do this stuff. Like, this is really just a challenge to see how far I can get without summoning scrolls, if I can complete everything, stuff like that. But really, when you're summoning scrolls, you have a couple of options when you start the game. Even you can reroll. You can reroll for that first premium pack you get in Summoner's Way in the Novice section right off the bat. In the first, you clear the first place in scenario and you get this coupon, and you can use it right away. You get 11 scrolls. I think you get an extra scroll or something too, from something else. I'm not completely sure. You get 11 or 12 scrolls after completing Garen Forest, though, which is right here. And basically at that point you can summon those 12 scrolls and you can reset your game if you want to, which you go up here. You're going to click on that. You're going to click the second tab, and in that second tab there's going to be a reset game button down at the right hand corner. And you're going to enter a 6-digit number, and you can reset the game on that server. So it's resetting that server of your account, but if you have a Hive or Gmail or Facebook account or whatever, you've got 6 different servers you can play on. So it doesn't reset every server, just the one server you're playing on. But you can redo that, and you can go for some premium Nat 5s. I would say for Fire, that would look like Perna, maybe Zyros. Leica's pretty good, but stuff like Perna, Zyros, is it this one? I think this is the one for RTA that's disgusting or something, or it's this one. It's one of these two. But probably from Fire, I would go for Perna. He's the best early game unit and useful in a lot of places. From Water, you're going to be looking for stuff like Varad here. Is fantastic for TOA. Other stuff. Bastet is incredible. A fantastic unit there. I would say that's probably it for this area. And then Wind, you can look into stuff like Gani Hathor, kind of later on in the game. I don't know that you would want to reroll for those. Same thing with her. She's great, but maybe later on. Stuff like Savannah. Savannah here is really, really good throughout the entire game, beginning as well. So that's a good choice there. You could pick up a Ciara as well. Not great for early game, but she's so strong to have, even entering the middle game for Arena with this leader skill and what she does, that even though she's not really usable for dungeons or anything, she's that good that I would just take her if you got her. Any of the occult girls, maybe Annabelle's really good, but these two are definitely better for early game. Annabelle's great for raid later on and some different stuff, but Rika and Charlotte are really good. So stuff like that. And then you can do that. You can also reset for Feynman and go for an LD5. That works too. That can take months to do. Just so you guys know, that can literally take months of time to do that. So if you're new to the game, I would definitely recommend you don't even have to reroll, just getting into the game and starting to learn how to do that. But Feynman resetting is really for people that have already played through the game. But once you've decided that, whether you want to go for a Nat 5 or you just want to get into it, some units you're going to want to look for are Lauren and Crow. I would pick these two up right away. And you're going to get Fran from the Summoner's Way, and you'll get Lapis as well from there. So these 4 units, plus a Shannon. You can build a Shannon, you can build a Belladon here. Stuff like you can build Sigmaris or the Wind Martial Cat, or I guess the Light Amazon, but I would probably go for Naomi or Sig instead of the Light Amazon. Stuff like that can help as that extra damage dealer slot for Giants. And if you're someone that's more experienced, you can go straight for Trikaru. You can have Trikaru done in the first month of the game. But before you even get there, I would build this right away. If you don't want to build this, generic team or whatever, stuff like all these different units, you can just go straight for this team. You get him for free. She's literally a 2-star. You get the food to fuse one of her, and maybe you re-roll for a second Melia right off the bat, and then you just have to fuse one. You could do something like that, and then get this team up right away, and go for a Vero. The Vero fusion you can do. Lupinus works, Sigmaris works. You can use Lucian if you can get Lucian. Lapis should work. You can put Lapis on the vampire set that you get, or you can try to run around Despair, either way. But you can build this team on Swift Energy, and it'll clear right away. So you can actually have this team done in the first week. You can get this team done in the first week, even the Second Awakening. So I would do that first. If you don't want to do that, or you're really actually new to the game, I would probably just recommend doing stuff like this here first, all these different units, because they'll help you in different areas, not just giants. But you can do either way. If you pick to do this way first, with the Crow, Lauren, Bella, Sig, Vero, Lapis, whatever team you want to make there, I would then go into this second and do this hopefully in the second or third week of the game. And then at that point, you should be farming giants for probably 3 weeks, get some decent things together, and then I would move into fusing a Vertiheel here and building a Vertiheel and a Vero and a Lauren and a Spectra. I think that's what you need. So my original team, I ran Vero, or not, I ran Vero lead, or Verd lead. I ran Verd lead with a turn order of Vero, Bella, Spectra, Sigmaris, and Vertiheel. However, you could skip this team. You can go for faster stuff. There's a unit like Tyron here. Right here. So this is a very, very strong 4-star to reroll for as well. And he will crowd control, pushback attack bar, glancing hits, decreasing attack speed. He brings an attack buff, or attack speed buff as well. I would just use Verds anyway. But you can build a team with him, and it's a lot smoother. Build a team like Verd lead with Tyron, Lauren, Bella, and Crow maybe, or Sigmaris or Vero. Probably a Vero originally. I'd go Tyron, Vertiheel, Vero, Lauren, and a Bella just to be safe. Maybe this one, maybe a Fran. Or Fran would be fine too. Get an attack buff and some immunity to cleanse some of the dots. He'll cleanse any dots that get on you anyway, but yeah. So you can build a team like that as well for dragons, and then I would move straight into doing this. You can also take variations of the dot team with Tattoo, Sath, Vero. I can just show the team. These are pretty likely all bad. Yeah, let's toss all of them. I can show that team off real quick. Something that might work for you guys right away. So we'll do B12. We can throw in the Sath and Tattoo, because they are important for the team. And then you can get different things in that help stun, like Vero is a good unit there as well. And then maybe a Lauren. We can try this team here and see if this will work. There's no damage dealer other than the dots and Vertiheel here. But if you walk in, we'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll fail or if it'll work. I haven't tried this yet, but it might. I figure it might work. But anyway, if you can make some variation of the dot team work, I would try to do that, just to reuse some units. Maybe if you throw a Melia in, I don't know if you can get away with doing that. But if you can throw a Melia in, you could do that and run that way. Or a Hemos, you can build a water Grim Reaper. You can build a water Homunculus. That would be the safest route. Run these two with the water Homunculus, and then a Lauren. Maybe throw the water Homunculus in for Vero, and then run Verd and Lauren with it. But there's a lot of different things you can do. And then moving from this into the Trikaru team is what you're going to want to do next. So basically you're doing your starter Giants team if you don't want to do the dot team right away. And then you're moving into the dot team. And then you're moving into Dragons B12, and then with maybe this team or a different variation of monsters, and then you're moving into Trikaru. So that's how I would complete all of the PvE things for the first month. If you're summoning scrolls and you can play 4 to 5 hours a day or more, if you can play more, it's great. I don't know if you have, some people have spring break, college or school, or some adults have, I don't know, you can do it when you get home from work, when you have a husband or a wife and kids and stuff, or you're a dog person or a cat person, you got like 4 dogs or 4 cats or something, like, then that's probably where you want to spend a couple hours of your day, right? But anyway, getting teams together like this will help a lot. Melia, I wouldn't really want to bring the Melia in, just because there's a good chance of that going pretty wrong, but is this going to work? This would be kind of insane if this worked. Wow. I've never actually run this team before. That's cool. And it's a 2:14 time. That's actually a really solid time for a team. The one I was running a 3-minute team, 3 minutes and 15 seconds about. So that's actually a huge difference. If you can run a Soth and a Tattoo in there and do dot damage, it'll help a lot. But anyway, then you move into Trikaru here. You've got these 3. It's all about hitting the defense you need. This one is lower because he has a determination set on him here, so he brings everything up, and it all works out. That's a really nice piece there. 28% defense on the determination set. This is pretty nice too. Accuracy, crit rate, stuff that helps there. I've got a cool one as well. I think it's on a Melia. If you check this one out, this has 27% defense on speed on slot 2. So if you get stuff like this could help a lot too. So you can either use guard on stuff, like I have guard on all of them in some variation. I have the one determination set, and then moving into later, you'd want to get all determination sets, make them all faster, and have more consistent and faster runs. You're going to be making Verd better in that time anyway. This is mostly a free set, I think. I think this is the free set here, the 1, 3, and 5, and then this one is like something, and then these 2 are all right. This is a pretty nice piece here, pretty nice blue one, or purple one. So yeah, that there. But yeah, I would go guard maybe, or just straight into determination if you have good units to do the water and light rift beast. I would actually just do that first. If you can get some runes together, if you got a team for dragons besides Trikaru, and you can move straight into the water and light rift beast, I would just farm a couple hundred determination sets, which is it's gonna take you a week and a half. If you can farm for 4 hours a day the water and light rift beast, it would take you about a week and a half probably to get 8, 9, 10 good runes for the determination set, because you're doing a couple hundred crafts at that point. So it takes a lot of work, but if you can get them straight on determination, it's a higher likelihood that your dragons and necro team will be more stable. Stuff like that. And then moving out of this stuff, I would move into probably BJR5 at that point. Once you've got the dot team and the Trikaru team, at that point you want to get BJR5 together. If you needed to do a raid team before you came here, if you got all the determination sets, then you probably didn't need to. But if you didn't want to do that, and for some reason you wanted to do raid, like I did raid, then I would just go guard, get the grinds you need, and throw them on the Trikarus. So you can do that. But the next step for me is BJR5. I would recommend just going the dot team into the Trikaru team with determination sets on, and then into BJR5. And all these other units here, like, they all have some purpose, whether it's Rift Raid or Rift Beasts or something. Even the ones that, you build for your original Giants team, which I think for me was Sig Vero, Fran, Lauren, Crow. I mean, Vero is still usable. These 2 are still usable for the Giants team, whichever one you want to use. He's still good for Arena. He's got an AoE. Crow is just amazing. Fran and Lauren, again, just amazing. This is actually a Guild War team that I use, and it has over a 90% success rate. It's really, really solid, Fran, Lauren, Crow. So even if it's not like in the meta team here, there's still usable things that you should build as well. So that's kind of the early game there, getting the Dot and the Trikaru together. And yeah, so that's all for this video. If I didn't cover anything that you want to know about, just feel free to leave a comment. If this helped you in any way and you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I have a pretty low percentage. I don't want to be like every YouTuber out there and be like, only 3% of you have subscribed. But it is something like that. So if you guys could subscribe, if this did help you, I would really appreciate that. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy your day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see everybody next time.